Hey everybody, Mr. McWhorter here. We're about to do some Unit 3 notes. Let's get ready to learn about solving equations with variables on both sides. Alright, so here's our first example. 9x equals 5x minus 12. We need to get all of the variable terms onto one side and all the constant terms onto the other side. So right now we got variable terms on both sides. Let's get the 5x off of the right side so that we'll have all our variables on the left and all of our constants on the right. So we are going to subtract 5x from both sides. 5x minus 5x is 0. 0 minus 12 is negative 12, so that's how those cancel out. And 9x minus 5x is 4x. So then our result is 4x equals negative 12. Now there's just one operation happening to our unknown variable, so then we can just use inverse operations to isolate that. So we are going to, since the x is multiplied by 4, we're going to divide both sides by 4, and we get x equals negative 3. All right, so for practice, this is a very similar equation. We're going to get all the variables onto one side. So if we subtract 7w from both sides, that'll get the variables off of the right side and collected all on the left. And now we have all of our variables on the left, all of our constant numbers on the right. And now, since we only have one variable showing on the left, we can just divide both sides by the coefficient. Divide both sides by 5, and we get w equals 4. Okay, 4n minus 6 plus n equals 18 minus 2n minus 3. Now in this situation, we've got like terms on both sides that we can combine. On the left side, we've got 4n and n. On the right side, we've got 18 and negative 3. 4n plus n is 5n, and 18 plus negative 3 is 15. So we're just going to combine these like terms like so. So the 4n plus n becomes 5n, so the left side is 5n minus 6. The 18 and the minus 3, that makes 15, so the right side becomes 15 minus 2n. But we've still got the variable n on both sides. So we need to get all of our variables usually on the left, all of our constants, just numbers on the right. And we can do this by adding 2n to both sides, because adding 2n will cancel this subtraction 2n. And adding 6 to both sides, because adding 6 would cancel this minus 6. So we are adding 2n to both sides to cancel the n off of the right, and we're adding 6 to both sides to cancel the minus 6 off of the left. So 5n plus 2n is 7n, and 15 plus 6 is 21. The minus 6 plus 6 cancel, the minus 2 plus 2n cancel. So we've got 7n equals 21. Now all we got to do, we've only got one operation happening to our variable, we just need to undo that. N is being multiplied by 7, so we are going to divide both sides by 7. And we get n equals 3. Alright, so here's a practice problem just like that. We've got like terms over here, 15h and minus 9h, and on the right side we've got negative 8 and plus 1. So we need to combine like terms. 15h minus 9h would be 6h. Negative 9 plus 1 would be negative 8. And so we get 6h plus 10 equals 3h minus 8. But we've still got variable on both sides. So if we subtract 3h from each side, that will get our variables off of the right side. 6h minus 3h is 3h. And now we have our variables all on the left, but we need to get our constants all on the right. So we need to get rid of this plus 10. So we're going to subtract 10 from each side in order to get the variables all on the left, constants all on the right. So negative 8 minus 10 is negative 18. So the only thing we have left to do, h is multiplied by 3. So to get it by itself, we need to divide both sides by 3. And we get h equals negative 6. All right. Now, in this situation, we've got something going on over here. We've got a group being multiplied by a -2. And in the past, we've waited till the end to undo the operations inside the group, but there's another way that many of you already know about. It's called using the distributive property. Here, we got a -2 that's being multiplied by this whole group, x minus 3. The distributive property says you can take that -2, multiply by each term inside the group. So -2 gets multiplied by the x and by the -3. So -2 times x, -2 times -3, and we get -2x plus 6. So we can get rid of this group by distributing, and we get -2x plus 6. Now we are back in the situation where we have like terms to combine on each side. On the left side, we've got 8x and -5x, and those combine to make 3x. On the right side, we've got 16 and plus 6, and those add up to 22. So when we combine those like terms, we get 3x plus 2 equals 22 minus 2x. And now we need to get all of our variables on one side and all of our constants on the other. And we can do that. We can get the minus 2x off of the right by adding 2x to both sides. And we can get this plus 2 off of the left by subtracting 2 from both sides. So then our result is 3x plus 2x is 5x. 22 minus 2 is 20. Then the plus 2 minus 2 cancel here. The minus 2x plus 2x cancel there. Now we've just got a variable multiplied by 5. So we are going to divide both sides by 5. And we get x equals 4. All right, last practice one. We've got distributive property happening on the right. So we're going to distribute the -5 to the k and the -2. -5 times k will be -5k, and -5 times -2 will be positive 10. Now we're going to look for like terms to combine. -4k plus k would make -3k, and 7 plus 10 is 17. Now we want to get all of our variable terms on one side and constant terms on the other. We can get rid of the minus 5k on the right by adding 5k to both sides. We can get rid of this plus 13 on the left by subtracting 13 from both sides. So -3k plus 5k is 2k. The plus 13 and minus 13 cancel out. 17 minus 13 is 4. And -5k plus 5k is 0. So now we have 2k equals 4. We just need to divide both sides by 2 to isolate the k. Dividing both sides by 2, we get k equals 2. So please remember to go back and watch this as many times as it takes, and make sure you're pausing and getting really nice notes for this. And hope you have a rad day. See you later.